After having served for the last 3 years with the same program and many of the same students, I'm sure you have to have a ton of different memories and stories from your service. Is there anything that stand out that you'd like to share with us today?
Well, I mentioned before the relationships that I made. Generally, that's what I remember most, or that I enjoyed the most in my service. That I keep coming back. That's what my reflection logs have been all about, for the most part. Are the relationships I made, because during my 3 years, I've seen many of the same students. I worked with many of the same staff. NCCAP wise, I worked with my AmeriCorps, or my program director, for those 3 years. I developed relationships with many of the same members, returning members, veterans like I am, in the organization. So that's something that I think I will carry with me, throughout my life, or my memories. And more specifically, those relationships have made, unexpected bonds, I guess, because for example, I've received many handwritten notes from students that have just shown gratitude for the help that I've given them over the 3 years. I know I received a Christmas letter from a senior that I was working with in the ALC. She was a senior this year. She recently graduated. I received a Christmas letter from her, and it was in my school mailbox. And I was surprised, honestly, because the student, was fairly introverted. Didn't really seek a lot of help from us during her time in the resource. It was kind of difficult to get her, motivated and get her, involved. But so when I read that letter, I was, surprised, because, it was unexpected. And she was just saying how grateful she was for the help that I gave her, and how she enjoyed, the resource and thought it was a big help. So that was really, a big surprise, but it was a great surprise to have. More of my outgoing students, of course, I've gotten emails, or not emails, well, emails too, but more when we were doing virtual during the pandemic, but handwritten notes before that, from more outgoing students. But, overall it was, it was something that, I saved for my file, my AmeriCorps file, and I still have them. So that's something that I can always look to if, for encouragement, I think, in my future. Yeah. The differences that we make, not just our program, but overall the differences AmeriCorps members make in individual lives, which I think is great. So those are the memories I think I will carry from this experience.
Yeah, and I'm sure it'll be great to also carrying those memories forward. It'll even help inform your teaching more and give you even a greater background. All this experience you've gained will even make you a better teacher in the future.
Right, definitely. I think, I'm, looking at my grad program right now, it's like, well, many of the, the things we'll be doing in this program at Madison kind of are very similar to, the experiences I had in AmeriCorps. So I think that I'm pretty well prepared for that. So yeah, definitely.
And say, well, good luck with the classes starting next week.
Oh, thank you.
And then good luck with everything else with the teaching path that's going forward. And thank you so very much for serving the last 3 years with NCCAP and making a difference for so many of the kids up in the Wausau area.
Yeah, NCCAP is a great program. We definitely serve, as much as we can in the central Wisconsin area. And it's a great program. And AmeriCorps itself is a great organization. And I really encourage people to kind of gain that experience, and because it's worthwhile. It really is. And I thank you all for kind of leading the way with that.
Thanks. It's always fun for us. And it's always wonderful for us to see the difference you guys are making, be able to talk with you all. And thank you again for talking with us today.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me, Kyle. I appreciate it.